Hello everyone, it's Captain Mick56. I'm inside Build-A-Boat for Treasure, and this is my emoji sign platform. So I got on a cell phone, loaded my account, and used the cell phone's ability to place emojis to make a bunch of signs. And I found that when you're placing the emojis with the phone, you can add spaces, and then you can put your emoji in there, add more spaces to help move things around and perhaps size them just a little bit. I tried to size a few of these things. When you put them in here, they're kind of a very unrealistic size for most everything in Build-A-Boat as far as scaling to your avatar. So it could certainly be done better. I stopped way earlier than I should have because I was excited to actually import the signs and start sticking them into my builds. So I didn't really spend a lot of time trying to size these things. But it can be done. I know specifically like it was the alarm clock that went down in size a lot. I was able to scale a few of these guys. I don't know. Most of them are useless now, but I got them in here through using a cell phone. I normally do a PCs, and it was the only time I was ever on a phone, and or at least one of the few. And that was required. I couldn't figure out how to do that on a PC. You can do the Windows key and period character, I think it is, that brings up the emoji menu, but I couldn't figure out how to actually put it on a sign. It didn't work in Build-A-Boat, so it works in other apps, but not Build-A-Boat. Okay, I'm going to load something to show you why I wanted all of those signs. Now, of course, you can see there's probably a lot of reasons for having a lot of signs, but this was my reason for having those signs. All right, house finished loading. This is a little emoji sign right there. You make the sign invisible, and you can put a frame around it. So you can see here, I've got this wooden frame that I built in Build-A-Boat, and that frames the sign, turns it into a little picture that's now placeable on the wall. This is a little house I've been working on. It's still in progress. I have a lot to go still, probably another month or so, but I've been working on it for at least a month, probably two, I don't know. There's my Hero Plays Roblox sign. So if you haven't done so already, sign up on his channel and check out the rest of the stuff. This is a house that's just for decoration. It's got a lot of the decorations in it from other builds. I've pulled a lot of stuff in here, and it's getting there. I've done lights the other day. There's one of the emojis right there. Suffice to make a teddy bear. You can see it's just the sign. Again, it sticks out through the side of the house. But hey, once the thing's invisible, all you can see is the graphic. So yeah, a lot of these things you'll recognize from other builds if you've checked out Hero Plays Roblox channel before and seen my other stuff. I've got little pieces and parts that I've built along the way, custom built for this reason. Um, Most of it's been pulled in from other things and just fast forwarded my way through the build process on this house. It's got a few bedrooms. This is something here that I ran into. You can see how I move sideways. You can see the interference on the TV. It makes it look like fuzz. Obviously, it's just grass colored, I don't know, like white or something. It's 2 layers. And what I found was interesting about it is if you cloned that, if you made 1 layer, you cloned it and then put it back inside of itself, I didn't see any interference. I was like, well, that's kind of weird. But what's going on there is that uh, everything's right on top of itself. The clone block is exactly got the same texture and pattern and puts it in the same place, so there is no interference. It's just the same thing right on top of itself. To make the interference, you take one of those blocks and size it by like 0.05. You just move it just a hair, make it just a hair smaller. So there's a little gap on one side here where one block is shorter than another one. And in fact, you can almost see it. But anyway, my point is just make them just a little bit different size, or move them over a little bit, and you'll have your interference for your fuzz on your TV. That I got from visiting another guy's house in Build-A-Boat the other day, and I thought that was pretty neat, so I decided to put it into my new house. There's the air conditioner, barbecue, that worked out kind of good. Obviously the flame only comes from one side because, you know, it has a torch that's invisible sitting right in the side there. A little propane tank underneath it, that was new for this build. The pool was from my original house build, my big one. You can see the big house build on Hero's channel. It takes like 15 minutes to load, so I'm not going to load it in here. There's Scooby, he came from my big house as well. I've given him a couple of trees for shade. Just put in the fence the other day, haven't finished the gates. I still need to do all kinds of stuff. This house is a long ways from being done. We'll put some flowers in the flower bed. We'll put some, well, here's the light switches sitting out here. I guess I need to get rid of them. Trash can. I'm going to put a gate on this side, maybe a little shed or something in the backyard. I need to put the road in up front, curbs, sidewalks, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do it upright, and we'll do another video at some other date. You guys can see what the differences are. This is kind of a placeholder, I guess, for what it looks like right now. The inside of the house is almost done. There's not a whole lot that I have planned on the inside. It's getting kind of crowded in there, so hard to work at. This is how I build. I used the move tool, and I just grabbed the roof pieces and move them off to the side, and then you can build inside the house. And it's easy to move these things back and just use the same setting, and then you can get around inside the house and, you know, see what you're doing, see your layout and stuff like that. So this is how I built the thing, was with it without a roof on it. And I just put the roof on it the other day, so now it kind of actually sort of looks like a house, so it's kind of worth showing at this point. But prior to this, it really wasn't worth showing, even though it's been like a month working on it. Anyway, hope you guys like the little house, and you can see the emoji signs. That was my whole point. So there was a sign, there's a picture in that room, and this one, and this one. This little thing here is a calendar emoji. And where else I've got them? They probably show up in a few other places. Anyway, that was my point, I guess. There's one of them right there. That's the little plate emoji. And different people, I suppose different phones or different, like Android versus Apple might have different emojis. I'm not really sure how that works. So, you know, it'd be interesting to see what you guys make out of emoji signs, and pictures and all kinds of stuff. So, have a good rest of your day. Captain Mick 56 signing off.